Hey guys, Bobby Bollinger here, and today I'll be bringing you another edition of NFL offseason moves. There's quite a few divisions to work with, as it turns out. Anyway, let's get started with the NFC West. What a fun little division where everyone hates each other, except for the Cardinals. They don't really have a personality. Okay, Rams. First things first. Improve your O-line. Holy crap, is their O-line terrible. I don't know if Todd Gurley is a good running back or a crappy running back. Because one year he has a great year, next year it's horrible. And that might have something to do with the absolute destruction of the O-line. They need the O-line so that they can run the ball. They're a defensive team. They have to know how to run the ball. And they needed to protect their young quarterback, who also needs better receivers. Now, I've heard one weird argument. I think I read it on an article somewhere, so it's somewhat more official and supposedly intelligent, that said they're grooming the quarterback. Fine. I know a lot of teams do that. It doesn't work, but go ahead, groom your quarterback. But then it goes on to say the Rams are also grooming their receivers. Why the hell would you groom a receiver? No, you don't do that. You throw a player into the fire, and if they don't come out, tough luck for them. So, yeah, they need better receivers. But first things first, they gotta get a better O-line. Now, the good news for the Rams is they just got the Broncos defensive coordinator. And with all the tools the Rams have, he should have himself a field day. So, as long as the Rams do improve their offense just a smidgen, they could be playoff worthy. Like, they might go 8-8 for the first time in, good lord, who even knows anymore. Moving on to... Okay, I clicked the button. Okay, there we go. Technical issues, I guess. We go on to the 49ers. First things first, they need a quarterback. They just got their head coach was the leader of the NFL's best offense last season. What the hell? Was the leader of the NFL's best offense last season? Pretend you didn't see that. So they need a quarterback, and that quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. Now, you could make a case for the other quarterbacks, but you're wrong. See, Kyle Shanahan's quarterbacks, the main ones he has experience with are Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins. Those two quarterbacks do not run around a bunch. So naturally, he's going to want someone whose main attraction is not his freaking legs. So Deshaun Watson, who pretty much doesn't have a highlight reel anyway? Yeah, not gonna take him. And Deshaun Kaiser, who I personally think's a bit better than Watson, they're not gonna take him either. He's a bit too Kaepernick-esque. And Mitch Trubisky, like I said, is probably going to be a bust, so hopefully, the Niners go for the strong arm in Patrick Mahomes. That's my opinion. I'm sticking with Mahomes. And the 49ers also need to improve everything as well. But as before, building a team, once you have an quarterback at the very least, or a young quarterback, it all starts at the line. Where they go from there, who knows? Maybe they become a defensive team. Maybe they're a superior offensive team. They don't know, and they cannot spend this draft to decide, you know what, we're going to become this. They're not in that position. They need to generalize, so get your quarterback, get a little bit of D-line, get a little bit of O-line, and see where your team goes from there. And... oh wait, no, not finally. Jeez. This is taking a lot longer than the last video. Cardinals. They need to improve the O-line. That's kind of it. See, their main quarterback is about to retire probably after this season, which isn't a problem since their coach is so good with quarterbacks. But their main receiver, Larry Fitzgerald, is also almost certainly going to retire. And with those two going out at the same time, it's going to cause some serious problems for the Cardinals in the future. So, for one, they are in success now mode. They really are. So, they need to give Carson Palmer and Larry Fitzgerald every chance to succeed this season. It's basically how it has to be for them. And last season's main failing was the O-line. If they improve that, everything should be as it once was. And they also happen to have a pretty good running back in David Johnson, who hopefully doesn't continue his stupid weight loss trend. You were a big guy who could just power through everything, dude. Don't become Le'Veon Bell. That doesn't win championships. Don't go down that path. Just be a power running back, please. I beg of you. I'm sorry I liked the guy so much in his original season, but once he went Le'Veon Bell on us, it felt like a betrayal. Anyway, Cardinals, they need an O-line. And then the Seahawks maintain everything. They're still perfectly capable of winning the Super Bowl. And while the O-line does suck, it should get a little bit better through the offseason. Since it's basically the same guys, since they're, nobody wants them. They can't find work anywhere else, Seahawks. Gonna pay them cheap. So the Seahawks should have more or less the same people on O-line, and that on its own is going to lend itself to them getting a little bit better. And because of the huge quality of the Seahawks on defense, the great receivers on defense, and Russell Wilson being the perfect quarterback for the Seahawks, they just need to be a little bit better. That's all they need. I mean, they were good enough last year to get to the playoffs. So clearly, they're just a little bit away from the Super Bowl again. So, Seahawks, just replace whatever the heck you're losing. I don't think they're in a position to get a running back either, if you guys were wondering. And yeah, I'll admit, I'm basically there's only 2 running backs in this draft guy. So, Seahawks, they just need to select players that maintain what they have. Like, replace players who have gone out or are about to go out, that kind of stuff. And that's it for the NFC West. Kind of an interesting little visit. Brought us 8 minutes of footage. Well, you guys think I made a mistake somewhere? Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll 2 of you if my other videos hold true, and I'll see you next time.